The Rams are ahead of the Indianapolis Colts? Come on!
D-line, this is a big test. Lamar Jackson, keeping him contained almost seems impossible. Is that
possible? All right, guys, we got to stop the run. Well, you got to get after the quarterback. Well, don't go up there because he'll go over here if you go over there, and then you have to do this, and then you're like, well, you didn't get any pressure on him. And I'm like, you know what? Jump off the freaking bridge. You go do it.
Kyle, who was Lizzo dating in that locker room?
We're still trying to figure it out. So I had some intel. My wife is like determined to figure out who the new man on the Minnesota Vikings was.
This is the last time this fall we're going to be coming to you live from Buckstrom.
Oh, come
We
on!
made it!
We did it.
Wow.
We did it.
You're lucky if you can get all your starters to play all 16 games. So adding another game, I don't know if that necessarily helps. I don't know if the quality of football will be the same.
Good old Jacoby is coming to ruin your day. He'll throw 3 cutters is what I like to say.
Everybody has that point where they'll snap and they go out of character. They see red, like people have said, and you do things that you regret. And I think as soon as Miles did it, you saw him laying on the ground. He basically was regretting it when he was laying there.
Definitely, yeah.
No JJ, and that's okay. If you're a Colts fan, Deshaun Watson is good, but they don't have enough, man. Zito, please, your top 3 Christmas movies.
Yes, sir. So top 3, I have Elf, Home Alone, Jingle All the Way, honorable mention, Jumanji.
Oh, hit that. Let's go. Playing above the rim. Just watch the replay. You suck. These NBA refs must be worse than the NFL refs somehow.
Let me tell you my top 3 that you put Jingle All the Way above. You put it above Santa Claus, which is my number 1. You put Jingle All the Way above Jim Carrey's Grinch. I want to let everybody know that Jingle All the Way is no way.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
In no way better than the Grinch, but in 0.000% chance I'm picking that over the Grinch or Santa Claus or Home Alone. My life is incredibly stupid right now. The boys and I are getting to travel around the globe and entertain folks in a stupid fashion. And there's only one company that has had our back through this whole thing through and through, and that's our friends at Roman. And right now, you can get an entire month's supply of the Roman swipes, the product that makes you last longer in the sack. Yes, if you're gonna fornicate, put on a show in there with your friends from Roman and utilize the Roman swipes. These small, discreet packages of swipes show up at your front door. You put them on the kit and caboodle, and you put on a show in the sack. Right now, you swipe up and you go to getroman.com/workingman. You get an entire month's supply of these swipes for just $5. Put on a show this month from your friends at Roman. GetRoman.com/workingman. $5 month supply. Go put on a show, bub. And Pace goes, I traded up to draft this guy over Deshaun Watson, over Patrick Mahomes, over Christian McCaffrey, and you're just going to bench him? No. He's our quarterback. He's in practice. He's starting back up, even though you benched him for an injury just 4 days ago. As a guy who's gone to Foxborough and lost by, I think like 75, 50, I think maybe even 35 in an AFC championship game up there, I have never got a chance to travel home from New England with a happy face on. Well, there's NFL teams that are potentially going to Europe. Why don't we put one in Mexico? And this guy, right on cue.
Were you living in a fairy tale? Did you know that Mexico has registered more murders in the first 6 months of 2019 than any other year in recent history?
The whole story behind that thing, I mean, no one knew. I tweeted that because I had got a B+ in the advanced post class. I feel like I should have got an A.
You said you got a B+ and you sent that tweet? If I would have got a B+, I would have been pumped. I was like, look at me, I'm an academic scholar.
Last night was another sleepless night.
Hold on. Your first 3 words were just not real words.
Mosquitoes have 47 teeth. I wonder how big their toothbrushes are. Back to you, Pat.
Welcome to Atlanta, where Georgia Tech plays. Used to be an option team, but today's a new day. Only got two things, look to get things rolling. An optimistic team, they'll party till 8 in the morning. Bars. He's a powerhouse. He hits big balls, 6 foot 245. Here's him squatting 465. I talked to him in pregame. I said, that seemed like light work to you. He said, I'd go over 500, no big deal.
Zoom in, zoom out.
Coach Jeff Collins, in his first year here at Georgia Tech, is transitioning from an option team to a pro-style team. It's been rough. They've taken their lumps, but James Graham at quarterback can make plays. He's an athlete. He's a natural thrower, looking to get things rolling into a good offseason of a rebuild here for the Yellow Jackets. You know, sometimes you just got to let that thing swing a little bit.
We're playing in the NFL. Pat and I are teammates together. Everyone on the field's wearing the catapult system, measuring how fast guys run. T.Y. Hilton's running 20 miles an hour. Well, one day, Pat McAfee runs 22 miles an hour. Ooh. And they call him in like, Pat, what the heck happened? How'd you run 22 miles an hour? Pat McAfee at practice is out there riding around on a golf cart.
They never let me utilize the catapult again. That was a real shame. When you have a punter that can put the ball up into the sky, Presley Harvin puts one up to the moon, get a lot of pressure around the returner. It's easy to take your eyes off the ball. Bang, it's a muff. Presley Harvin having an impact in this game here at the end of the first half.
And that's why an allegation of somebody saying that is such a big deal. Because it not only affects Mason Rudolph, it affects our entire society. That's why I think if it's a lie, I think you should come out and say, well, I didn't exactly hear it, maybe I did that, and we'll move on. And if he did say it, kick him off the tour, Doug.
My question is, how does Pace watch Thursday Night Football and look at Deshaun Watson last night and say, you know, I was right about MVP Nick, and he's better than this guy.
Watch the end of the Texans-Colts game, got sick to my stomach. It's a bunch of malarkey, if you ask me, Alberto Rivron. There's millions and millions of dollars on the line for the city, for the team, for humans. Why don't you go ahead and take a little peeksy peek?
Oh wait! 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 Oh wait!
There's a grown man with face paint on. So you're Big Nut.
I am, and you're Little Nut.
Well, I've had a few of those in my life. Hey, I'll tell you what, Big Nut. I hope to find you one day on my wedding night. Big Nut!
Little Nut!
You did a great job, too. The lines are straight. No DUI problem there. You're really doing a great job here, sir. Hey, Big Nut, I love everything you're about, bud.
Because we are going to win the game!
He just spit in my mouth while saying that.
The most likely team to make the college football playoff is the team that is in Columbus.
He said khakis are way too close to that team from up north. If you don't put black pants on right now, you're going to get booed out of Columbus. So I went with the black. Makes me look thin. And whenever I say 2 letters, the place goes crazy. OH! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie George. That offense, though, led by Justin Fields. He has 41 touchdowns accounted for, only 1 turnover. I don't know how he isn't the Heisman favorite right now.
Well, he certainly has a chance to make a stick at that today, certainly next week.
He's supposed to be a Penn State Dandelion. And Mike McQuarrie told me I wasn't Penn State material. Okay, Herbie was your quarterback. He was a senior. You were a freshman. What was he like as a teammate?
Oh, he was great, man. Big shoulder pads. Kurt could run for days back in the day. Back in the day.
We have a guy that can break every single bone in my body. Stipe, how you doing, boss man? They're down 6-1. She wants to flex on the gram. He says, lady, we are getting slaughtered by the Pittsburgh Penguins.
No. Do I do it too? I thought I need to do this.
But what? Excuse me, Sam. It is not me that is the teammate in the 4th person on Team Champa, but I am a man who can't wait for the most savage and legendary evening in this business's history. This morning I was on college game day, hopped on a plane, flew to the best wrestling city on planet Earth, Chicago. I stopped by Wrigleyville. I went to the Sears Tower. They said it's the Willis Tower. I said
WWE promo in an arena.
I think my first show was here.
So I was sitting in that parking lot with Sam Roberts, dying laughing about how bad everybody hated us.
I caught the last 15 minutes of the show when you just cut Sam and just went into promo mode.
Hey, what a fucking day! It almost feels as if Alberto Riveron hates the rule. And he hates the rule because it makes the refs on the field look bad. It's a little club dub sitch, put the mask on, head on, take it off, take the shirt off, get naked, you're bowl eligible for the first time. Frank Gore loves the football. He doesn't like pads. He wears soccer shoes. He shows up to work every single day. Matthew Slater is the best special teams player in the history of the game. So I would argue this, that all of Pittsburgh thinks Mason Rudolph should be suspended just as long as Myles Garrett. A lot of people eating Pats and Genos right now are thinking about Big Richard Nick Foles potentially being the better option because of the way Carson Wentz has been playing. And for me, it seems like Jason Garrett is about to get axed. Two morning show legends, old Nate Burleson and Schrager. How's it going, boys?
You're the best. You're a glorious man.
No, you're the best. Have a good one. Good teammate, Dwayne Haskins. Now, that phantom tripping call, Alberto Riveron just can't help himself.
I was gonna say I don't think I would have made it a week in New England. But.
Me neither. Me neither. I heard that Patriot way is a different way, but it seems to be a winning one.
You immediately threw a fucking nutter. What a moment for the Duck Hodges.
Absolutely.
How do we not know that he was like, you know what? I want Case to enjoy this with his teammates too, okay?